Creative Destruction, the Netflix versus Blockbuster case study. Hey everyone, welcome to today's lesson on creative destruction, a concept that's been shaping economies for centuries. We'll break it down using a story you probably know, how Netflix revolutionized the movie industry, while Blockbuster, didn't quite make it. Let's dive in. Let's start with Blockbuster. Founded in the mid-1980s, Blockbuster became the go-to place for movie rentals. At its peak in 2004, it had over 9,000 stores worldwide. At that time, it was valued at around $5.9 billion. Pretty impressive, right? People would head to Blockbuster, rent a movie, and maybe pick up some popcorn or candy along the way. It was a whole experience. The problem? That experience came with late fees, something that drove a lot of people crazy. And Blockbuster relied heavily on those fees for revenue. Not exactly customer-friendly, but it worked. For a time. Enter Netflix in 1997. At first, Netflix wasn't the streaming giant we know today. Nope, it started as a DVD rental service that sent DVDs straight to your mailbox. No driving, no late fees, just pop it in the mail when you were done. This was already a step up in convenience, but Netflix wasn't done. In 2007, they adopted online streaming and let their customers choose. Instead of waiting for a DVD, customers could now watch movies on demand. And that is where creative destruction comes in. When Netflix started to offer online streaming, Blockbuster's DVD rental business, along with the hated late fee, was suddenly very outdated. People stopped renting DVDs and started streaming content instead. Netflix grew to be a massive powerhouse in the entertainment industry, while Blockbuster failed to adapt and went out of business. This story perfectly illustrates the process of creative destruction. The term creative destruction was coined by economist Joseph Schumpeter in 1942. It describes how new innovations disrupt markets, phasing out old technologies and businesses in the process. Streaming was a creative innovation that improved people's lives. But Blockbuster, built around physical stores and DVDs, didn't adapt quickly enough to its rise and was forced out of business. In other words, destroyed. This concept isn't just about the movie industry. It's how the economy evolves. When a newer, better technology or process is invented, it makes old versions obsolete. In Netflix's case, streaming was faster, easier, and more convenient than driving to a store to rent a DVD. So naturally, people made a switch. But even though we're all better off streaming than renting, there is a downside. Blockbuster's downfall left thousands of people unemployed. This is one of the trade-offs of creative destruction. While society as a whole benefits, certain individuals or industries can face losses if they fail to adapt. So, we've got the pros: more access to movies, no late fees, and a faster, more efficient service. But we also have the cons: job loss and a lot of uncertainty for the workers in the old industries. But here's the bigger picture. Overall, innovation tends to improve welfare, which is the overall well-being of society. Netflix didn't just change how we watch movies. It sparked an entire industry of online streaming. From Hulu to Disney Plus and beyond, the movie and TV landscape is vastly different today than it was just 15 years ago. And this has led to growth in other areas too. More content creation, more jobs in tech, and more opportunities for creators. Economists agree that these gains often outweigh the losses from industries that were phased out. Even though Blockbuster is mostly gone, the convenience and accessibility of streaming has pushed the movie industry and our overall economy forward. So, next time you're streaming a show on Netflix, remember the bigger story behind it. Creative destruction may sound harsh, but it's a process that's been driving progress for centuries, from the Industrial Revolution to today's digital age. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights on how the world of economics shapes our everyday lives.